So, everyone has a meaning to playing Star Citizen, whether that's discovering the planets, becoming a mega money corporation, or just having fun flying ships and taking in the beautiful graphics it has to offer. Whatever the reason though, we can all agree that a ship which is qualified for the job alleviates any possible setbacks that could be caused by unforeseen troubles down the road. So in order to pick this ship, you need to know your ship's role and what it does and what it's good at. Maybe this video can help inform you a little bit in case you didn't know. Now there are a few roles which I will not mention. These are racing, luxury and support roles, and this is because although they are a part of Star Citizen, either hardly anyone uses them or they do not have any form of built-in game loops at the time of recording. But I do know they're there, and some of them are my favourite. Like luxury ships are really cool to fly around with and have fun. For example, the 890 jump on a free fly event, if you can get a hold of that on there, it can be a challenge to get your head around that one. And also, they will be introducing VIP transport at some point, so luxury ships could have more of a use then, but until then, it's not very useful. Now with Pyro also seeming to be around the corner every day it seems, the things such as base building and land claiming may be brought along with it. Pyro will also mean that refueling ships will have a need, and also maybe some protection for yourself will be required, as Pyro is an outlaw system. So first of all, let's understand what you are looking for. Some of the options in the game are multi-role, combat ships, cargo ships, exploration ships, mining ships and salvage ships. There are other options, but these are a bit limited and not within the game completely at the moment. Now I know this may seem like a lot, but it all gets a bit easier once I boil it down for you and show you which each of them are for and do. So starting at the beginning, and this is with the multi-role ship. This is a ship you want to be able to do a bit of everything in. It is often what people are looking for buying in Star Citizen, as it allows you to do 9 times out of 10 dabble in a bit of all the content that is available to offer, but at a lower price than buying each ship specifically for each task. These most of the time do not specialise, but sometimes have specific tasks they are more accustomed to, and it is great for these to have a cargo bay which is also capable of storing some ground vehicles for other game loops which are available in the game. There are loads of options available for this, a couple including the Cutlass Black and the Constellation Andromeda. Moving on to the combat ships, and these are purpose built and designed to interdict, outmaneuver and disable or destroy targeted ships. Bristling with weapons and boasting improved power plants and shields a lot of the time, these definitely get the job done. Unfortunately, they do not have a big cargo hold, and oftentimes they are small or non-existent in order to maximise combat efficiency. So combat could be what you're looking for. These can also be the most fun and challenging if you have joysticks and throttles, so if you do have those, just keep that in mind. A couple of options you could pick is the Vanguard Sentinel for a heavy fighter, and then if you really wanted to go for a bomber, you could go for a Retaliator bomber. It's a very good ship with a nice interior too. Before we get into the next one though, it would be great if you could help me reach 1k subs and subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot, helps me out. But let's move on swiftly as time is precious. So, now cargo. Do you want to be the supply and functionality of stations and settlements? Well, you could make a hefty profit planning, buying, selling and flying cargo from place to place in the verse, with options varying from hundreds of cargo to literal thousands of cargo. This is like playing your space trucker in the verse. Now with this one, if you want to make the big bucks, you do have to have some AUVC spare already, or else you may struggle starting off, as some materials do not profit well, but the good thing is that there is loads of options available, and oftentimes they come with a nice interior to use alongside your job. I will show some websites that you can use to go alongside with your planning for this one, and it does help out, I find. Some of the best cargo haulers are the Freelancer Max, Constellation Taurus and the C2 Hercules Starlifter because of their immense cargo for a cheap price. Talking about exploration, and these boast powerful sensor suites, large fuel tanks and other unique components and upgrades to facilitate charting new frontiers and making grand discoveries. This is my personal favourite role, as it allows you to just fly around and not give too many cares about what you do at the moment. Although, this is one of the most set back roles in the game, but with Pyro coming in at some point and land claiming and settlement locations also making an appearance at some point also, this role will become more prevalent in the future. Nonetheless though, you can have fun just flying around and having fun in this one. You can almost live off these and still have enjoyment doing it, so this also could be your option that you want. Some of the best explorers are the Constellation Aquila, Corsair and the 400i. Sliding onto mining ships, and these work to extract raw materials from asteroids in space and rocks on planetary surfaces. These ships are usually not well armed or armoured, as their design is fully focused on their main goal, mining. and mining can be a little hard to get your head around when you first go into it, as various location hunting and numbers that you need to calculate, and also refining and needing enough ships to sell with, but it can still be great fun and extremely profitable when done correctly. The only free mining vehicles in the game are the RAC mining ground vehicle, the prospector and the mole. The other industrial option of the mining is salvage, and these ships aim at recovering materials from space junk and derelict ships which you can find. You can either scrape the ship with lasers, which can be fun doing it every once in a while but could be a little bit boring once you've done it loads, or you can pulverize pieces of ships into smaller pieces that can be sorted and melted down for recycling. This is the main AUEC maker at the moment, and you can make millions extremely easily by doing this. I did make a video on this with a reclaimer if you wanted to watch that. So this one I would recommend a little bit more over mining, if you're a new player that is, but if you like mining, that's up to you. But anyway, if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and that seems to be me, Duffer, out.